I think it's already safe to say that the automotive industry has already recovered from the dreadful years caused by the pandemic. And while it is true that the world is still dealing with economic and geopolitical threats here and there, car sales remain steady. And believe it or not, some cars have been seeing better sales than what they used to have before. Right here in the United States, some vehicles are just being bought more than their counterparts, and the first quarter reports from automakers suggest the kind of vehicles that Americans want in their garages. Hello everyone, this is Ted from Carland TV. Take the back seat as in this episode, I am going to reveal some of the best-selling cars in the United States as of 2024. Before I start, I would like to ask you the favor of hitting the subscribe and notification bells. They help the channel a lot. Now buckle up and let's get back to the video. (2024) Nissan Rogue, approximately 90,800 units sold. I was taken aback when I found out that a Nissan vehicle is one of the best-selling cars in the United States this 2024. Well, I don't have any grudge against Nissan. However, most of their recent vehicles are suffering from reliability problems. Plus, they are just average in terms of performance and overall driving quality. But apparently, the 2024 Nissan Rogue is an exception to these sentiments. Well, there is still the idea that the Nissan Rogue is still a bland SUV because really, its provisions and driving dynamics may not match most of its competitors, such as the Toyota RAV4 or the Honda CRV. Still, its mediocre quality is compensated by how comfortable this SUV is. The seats feel premium, and there are a lot of cushions on the backside. The materials used on the interior aren't cheap, while the in-car tech is surprisingly equipped. Currently, Nissan Rogues are equipped with a 201 horsepower, turbocharged 1.5-liter powertrain. However, it's only available in CVT, so don't expect any manual engagements here. Fortunately, it offers an optional all-wheel drive, aside from its standard front-wheel drive. It's available in 4 different trims, and all of them are considerably fuel-efficient, with the base front-wheel drive model can reach 30 miles per gallon in cities and 38 miles per gallon in highways. 2024 Honda CRV, approximately 95,000 units sold. I was actually pleased when I found out that the 2024 Honda CRV is currently among the best-selling cars in the United States as of May 2024. I really thought that it would just fly off the radar of the American public, but hey, I'm glad that I was proven wrong. In the subcompact segment, the latest CRV posted one of the highest sales increases. The sales for this particular SUV were up by 44% in the first quarter as compared to the first quarter of 2023. It's already close to 100,000 sales, and that means a lot for an SUV from a brand that is considered secondary to Toyota. So what made the 2024 CRV a top-selling car in the United States in the first place? Well, we could factor in a number of reasons. For one, the 2024 Honda CRV is equipped with a finely tuned chassis, and it also sports a surprisingly well-designed, continuously variable transmission. Among all the CVTs out there, the CVT of the Honda CRV is the one that gave me the most satisfaction. At the same time, the 2024 Honda CRV is a practical choice for a commuter. Its interior is spacious. In fact, the cabin has more room to offer than its predecessor. And its driving dynamics are surprisingly refined. I also love the HR-V because it's available in either front-wheel or all-wheel drive setup. And while its powertrain provisions aren't that powerful, they are still more than enough for your daily travels. 2024 Tesla Model Y, approximately 109,000 units sold. Electric cars are still relevant options among American consumers. You may argue about their effectiveness in reducing carbon footprint, but one cannot deny that they are good city and highway commuters. Despite the number of brands that are entering the electric car race, it's still Tesla that leads the competition. Specifically, the Tesla Model Y is the best-selling electric car in 2024, and this isn't that surprising, considering that the Model Y was the best-selling car in 2023. But hey, I do have something to tell about Model Y. Compared to the Model 3, the Model Y seems to lose its sedan-like driving demeanor. Well, this is already obvious, given that its body rides high. I was able to drive a 2024 Model Y, and I can really confirm that its handling is no longer as refined and controllable as its predecessors, so every time it corners, you really need to be attentive. On the flip side, I have to admit that it's got a roomy interior, and its cabin provides more space for cargo. I guess Tesla decided to make the Model Y more practical, which isn't an absurd direction. After all, the demand for electric vehicles in the United States has been declining since the second half of 2023. So if Tesla wants the Model Y to stay relevant, it should appeal more to the general consumer. Well, that's just my thought. 2024 Toyota RAV4, approximately 124,800 units sold. Toyota is still a reigning brand in the United States automotive market. Their SUVs, in particular, are steadily gaining steam and recognition, because really, who doesn't want a Toyota anyway? If you have seen my other videos about the most reliable vehicles, products from Toyota and Lexus are among the most recurring brands. Of all the Toyota cars today, the 2024 RAV4 is objectively a top seller. It's even touted by some folks as the top SUV in the United States right now, even though its quality and performance are nowhere near to the likes of 2024 models of the Honda CRV, Mazda CX-50, or Volkswagen Tiguan. Again, this is due to the value, practicality, and overall reliability that this Toyota SUV has to offer. The sales of the Toyota RAV4 this year have been astounding, despite it not offering any significant upgrades on its design. People are already checking its plug-in hybrid variant, which is undoubtedly more fuel-efficient than the gas model. It gets 38 miles per gallon combined and has a significant all-electric mileage, which is over 40 miles. 2024 Chevrolet Silverado, approximately 127,500 units sold. If you are looking for a rugged pickup truck for off-roading and weekend adventures, the Chevrolet Silverado is probably one of the best choices you have. It has been in the market for quite some time, and over the years, car market analysts haven't observed a steep decline in its sales, even during the pandemic. As of May 2024, the sales for the Silverado are up by 2% as compared to the same period of the previous year. That means that its popularity is still growing, and its reliability as an all-rounder and family hauler remains impressive so far. One of the good things about the Silverado, especially its 2024 model year, comes with a plethora of powertrains, including a set of V8s, a Duramax diesel 3-liter inline-6 engine, and a standard turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Everything that you might need for a truck, the 2024 Chevrolet Silverado can offer. There's enough muscle on this truck as well. Its max towing capacity is up to 13,300 pounds, and by all means, this is an astounding number. Chevrolet did not lie when it said that the Silverado was a certified hauler. In fact, it outmuscled the Ram 1500 in this particular aspect, but certainly, it is not as strong as the F-Series F-150, which is the truck that I'm going to feature next. 2024 Ford F-Series F-150, approximately 152,000 units sold. The Ford F-Series is the non-living proof that the U.S. automotive market is still dominated by large, rugged trucks. Of course, we all know that the F-Series is an extremely popular pickup truck, and for the past 4 decades, it has established itself as the top favorite among American markets. Well, it's not surprising as to why the Ford F-Series F-150 is a bestseller right now. First, it has competitive yet value-driven pricing. The starting price of this truck is just $38,000, and the base model alone proves to be well-equipped and capable. The base model has a 325-horsepower twin-turbocharged 2.7-liter V6 engine that outputs 400 horsepower, which is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Second, the F-150 has a properly designed interior. The materials aren't cheap, and the entire cabin is really spacious. Moreover, its hardware is rugged. It's definitely built for tailgating and other off-road adventures, things that many Americans are fond of. And that completes our list. Thanks for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share buttons. I know it's a chore, but it helps the channel a lot. Until next time, drive safely.